Considering how gold and Bitcoin surged significantly in response to inflation when it peaked at 9% in June 2022, and given that they are still maintaining their high levels, it seems the fear of inflation is not yet over. Today, I will focus on gold and its strategy to manage this upward trend, which you can apply it to the Bitcoin as well. I'm Con Hao. My work in this channel is to study behavior science and finance, discover correlation between different markets, and uncover potential opportunities. And before we discuss about today's subject, please do take some time to read into the disclaimer. And let me just zoom into the gold. And what we're seeing here is the COMEX Gold Futures weekly chart. And usually for a start in planning my investment or trading strategy, I would typically like to draw two uptrend lines. One is called the primary uptrend line, and the other is called the secondary uptrend line. And later on, I'm going to see how I apply it into the daily chart and even to the minutes chart. And what we see here is that I find at least 2 or 3 significant troughs, and maybe the third one is still in development. But we could see that there are 2 lines. But let me just zoom into the daily chart in a short while. But in the context of investment, of course, we will analyze on the weekly chart. In any event that the gold retrace, which is possible, here maybe about 2004 or 2001, and for my investment position, to if I were to accumulate some more on retracement, which I've been purchasing on gold some years ago. Let's say, for example, it retraced down to about 2001, as we could see here. There is a question, fundamental question that I will ask myself if I were to accumulate gold again at 2001. In the event that it retraces, this is the key question I'm going to ask myself fundamentally, is that the global debt issue has been resolved. If the answer is no, I will highly likely accumulate more gold around 2001 or 2004 if it retraces, because it's on an upward trajectory. Now, let me just apply the same techniques into the daily chart. And let me try something unorthodox here, where I'm going to use, because I saw some key points here on the weekly, and I hope that will translate down to the daily chart as well. I'm going to draw this with the magnet, and this is what I'm going to use, the number 1 significant low here, where you'll track that, and number 2, the significant low. Let me try if I could extend this and see if there's any relationship. I think I saw some relationship here. Now let me narrow down to the daily chart. And this daily chart perspective, this became my primary uptrend line. Not forgetting that the weekly secondary uptrend line and primary uptrend line, they are still applicable, but those are for a longer term. Now, I would say that if we apply on the daily chart, this will be more for position trade, holding for maybe a plan of about 2 days to about 3 months. Weekly chart is for long-term position for investment. Now, how I'm going to apply this is that I could see some significant trough here, and as we project up, so it's the same theory for position trades. It will be on buying on retracement, just like what we have discussed on the weekly chart. Now, when is the best time to buy on dips? Of course, the gold has came off after Trump's became the elected president. It came off. Some actually say that gold is making a U-turn down, is bearish, but I kind of think otherwise. And I would say that the last few days of, or this few days of downward trend is a retracement for me to buy on dips. So as we project upwards, this will be a reference point of this uptrend line. And let me just go back to the main frame, the main picture here, and I'm going to give you my take for the gold and its long-term direction. So what really causes inflation represented in gold prices to stay that elevated right now? It is the years of past QEs and the current debt level. As long as the trade deficit persists and the debt level continues to rise, especially with another round of QE during an unexpected economic surprise, inflation is here to stay. And so are the commodities. What are your thoughts on the additional tariff Trump might impose? I would like to hear your perspective on this. We cannot perfectly time the market, but it is possible to get the market timing right. The market are always telling us on their next move. Stay tuned for my coming tutorial. Remember to subscribe to my channel. Join us in our weekly case study and discussion. Click on my profile icon or description below to find out more. Feel free to leave any comments below. I love to exchange ideas with you on what is about to come. Really happy that you stay through this tutorial. You have many great trading weeks ahead.